Hello, my name is Raquel Diamond, and today we're going to be making sodium acetate from white vinegar and baking soda, and hopefully, if everything goes right, we'll end up with what's called hot ice. So the first step would be to add 6 cups of vinegar to your pot. Alright, then after that, we add 15 teaspoons of baking soda, and you want to add this slowly, otherwise it'll boil or bubble over. You can see the reaction starting. After the vinegar and the sodium bicarbonate have completely reacted with one another, you want to place it on the stove on high heat. This will cause the water in the solution to boil off, leaving us with a supersaturated solution. This point can take hours depending on how much vinegar you use. When I started, the pot was almost completely full, and by the time I'm finished, it will probably be less than a quarter of the way full. You can tell that it's done because a thin crystal layer will start to form on top. You can also see some of the crystals on the side. It'll look like a white powder. And as soon as you see this, remove it from heat and you'll add a third of a cup of vinegar to it and kind of swirl it around, mixing in some of the powder that's got up on the sides. After this, you'll pour it into your container. I used a plastic water bottle because I forgot to get a bowl, but sometimes bowls are easier to pour it into. At this point, you'll let it cool on the counter slowly until it reaches room temperature, and then place it in the fridge for 1 hour. From here, you drain off the liquid, leaving only the crystals in your bottle. I chose to pour it all into a cup, so it was easier to separate. And then you'll want to rinse the crystals with 70% isopropyl alcohol. Make sure the alcohol is cool when you do this. So you pour in some alcohol, mix it around, and then pour out the alcohol, leaving the crystals in the cup. And you do this 3 times. Now that the crystals are rinsed, we're going to take a few out and save them for later. Then we're going to take the remaining crystals and place them in the microwave to melt them. This can be done with a total of about 16 seconds, but I do it in 8-second intervals so we don't get it too hot or melt the cup. After that, remove the cup from the microwave and set it on the counter so it can cool slowly to room temperature. Adding the crystals that we kept out earlier back to that solution will cause the other crystals to form, and because it is an exothermic reaction, it will produce heat. It is reusable, just put it back in the microwave for those 16 seconds, and then you just need to add more crystals to cause it to recrystallize or some other thing. A lot of commercial products use metal with a lot of potential energy. So there you have it, sodium acetate and hot ice.